Right, so I'm gonna try to show you guys a few setups on how to target um, different players when you're playing, because apparently some people have trouble or questions about this. Right, I'm sorry about that microphone. I know it's doing this weird noise. I've just realized that, but that's what I have right now. So you have, first of all, um, you got to have a few keys set up, right? So the set last target is going to be very important because that's the one that's going to allow you to set, here I press my hotkey, target, and this is going to be my last target. So even if I go off screen and I want to come back, it's the one I'm going to have on my, still it's going to be my target. So if I press my last target button, it's going to be the one um, that's going to be targeted. To set last target, and then obviously you're gonna want the target self to heal yourself and cast spells on yourself, and last target to cast spells on the last target you set. Um, then if you're playing a raid like this, you want to have next innocent player target and previous one. It's gonna be so you can cycle between different players. Here you see if I press Control up and Control down. So there's no blue right now, but on my screen. But yeah, and another one that's good to have, even on reds, is a non-friendly target. The next non-friendly and previous non-friendly. This is going to take care of other reds and greys. So you're going to have the problem of, if you're not in party with our own reds, um, it's most likely going to target them as well. In which case you want to have your friends list here. You want to have a friend list made, enable it, and add people. You see here I have a bunch of them. And for example in Guild House here, yeah, see if I press my next or previous target, it's gonna target Jon Snow here because he's not in my friend list. And if I add him right now, it's been added, and now I press it, not found. So that's the small hiccup you're gonna have with this one, but you still need it in case other blue people go gray. You won't be able to target with next innocent target. You will need to have this one, the non-friendly target one. Right, so another thing that's very useful, I hope everyone has it, is the drag command to get your nameplates, which should be in general. And here, health bars and drag select. So you have a few ways. So select all, I would recommend to disable that to be able to really focus on what you want. You have the player modifier, monster modifier, and visible nameplates. Here is going to be all players, it's going to be all monsters, and here is going to be just the visible plates because you can have different settings here for showing different stuff. It's going to only select the nameplates you're showing. You can set up where, see if I get those here. Here you can select the position you want them to be shown at. Like this. I like to have them on the top left of my screen. So this. You can select if you want them anchored or not, which is gonna be this. Either they're gonna be like different and you can easily move them around, or anchored. It's gonna be a single block, which is you can then just remove one except by pressing Alt, right click, and Alt to move them around. It's your preference. But yeah, this is gonna be important because usually when we say grab bars, that's what you wanna do, right? You're gonna come here and then drag, and you have all the bars. That's where you can have nameplates to only red or blues, and yeah. So once you have your bars like this, you have a few ways to select people. So the first one, which is used a lot, especially in PvP events or where you're hiding behind the buildings like this and or a wall, and you have people on the other side, and you have the names pulled out like this. People are gonna usually what we call hard target a player, right? A name. So for example, here's the caller is gonna say, "Oh, okay, we're gonna focus the card." And then you're gonna press your last target. So you target a new last target. Select this one, and then you can at this time load your spell. And when people push and we call the drop, you just have to drop it on the target, you know, at the call. So that's the one that's used a lot. Another one is going to be when you have a lot of people or names or on the run. You can either like pull the bars, like we say, like this, or there's an option here in general, Salos Easy Grab, which allows you to hold your left click and drag on the nameplates. And the first nameplates you get on your drag is gonna be directly, you can do it even with yourself. What's interesting with this is you can do that with a spell that's loaded, and if you say, oh, it's gonna be on the card and people are running, you can press left click, hold it, go on the bar, and see it's gonna be exactly on mine here. And then when you say 2-1 drop, you just have to release and click, and that would have targeted this one. Alright, I'm gonna try to find a few blues now to show the cycling. Right, see for example here, we have a blue and a red that are not in guild. So as I said, what I can do is press my drag select with control on my computer, which is gonna grab just the player bars, see here. And I could set last target and then cast a spell and target, do list target on my spell, and change it this way. If you're not sure, you can also, there's a gump here, target trackers, which is gonna tell you the current target, last harmful target, so the one where if you're gonna cast a harmful spell, it's gonna target this one, and beneficial target, because if you have your setting in Razor here, yeah, targeting and queues, you can have smart targets, use smart last target. I use this. Some people don't, and some people in the hotkeys are gonna set the next friendly targets to be able to heal friends. There's just too many hotkeys from me, you know. So I just use this smart target. If I heal friend and damage another one, it's gonna allow me, if I do one heal and then damaging spell, if I load another heal and do last target, it's gonna do automatically my beneficial target. Anyway, so I could either use the set last target. So as I said, you know, it's good when you're off screen, or if you run, I can load a spell, and you're gonna see my target here, cursor is gonna be red. And if I do my set last target hotkey, it's gonna turn white. Okay, target a new last target. I could run and do this, and then have my spell ready to cast, see, out of range, to cast on that guy. So that's a way. Another way, as we said, is you could come with a B and just grab a bar like this with the easy cells and then click. Or I have the cycle. So what I showed you next and previous different targets. So here is good. We have the blue and the red. So see if I press my red one, my non-friendly target. Whether I press next to previous here, it's only one target, but it's going to be my last harmful target. It's going to be the one I targeted and the current one. And if I do this with control, which is next innocent target, immediately it's going to target the next one. So I can do this. And so at the same way, I could come in loaded, and then as people call names, see, I could swap between them and I have a few ways to know. So it's gonna show a target on top here, current target on top of my guy, and in this tracker. And that's what we call cycling. With this, just with the hotkey, you can cycle and drop when people tell you to drop. What's very good with this is if you're getting chased, because see here I find no one, but if I go one tile more, so say they catch up, then I don't have to, no matter how many bombs I have, if I cycle I can only get one guy. See, if I do the blue, I don't get that guy, the blue one. And if he comes, then I can do the blue and the red. So I can cycle between the different players that are behind me. And then that's how you would, you know, get here and bait something if everyone loads, and for example they're turning, like they're running after us, and they come in the first square, so the caller could be able to, you know, call the name, and then everyone can cycle to this guy and just turn, drop, and keep running. I'm gonna try to find 2 blue guys. On the same screen. Ah, yeah, right. So here, for example. Here they have 2 characters on the same tile. See if I select my players, grab bars. So here, for example, you come in a fight, you can grab all the bars quickly, have your 3 bars. You could either set last target manually with your hotkey, or I could cycle, and here you can clearly see with next and previous is gonna get, that's why it's important to have both. If you only have next and someone calls, for example, you call champ and you go too fast, oh shit, then you have to go again through the whole list. Where if we call champ here and I go one too much, I do previous and then I can come back to this guy. So that's why you want to have both next and previous. And then same thing. That's how you would do it when you come in and people call a name. It'd be like, oh, you know, target yum yums. So you, oh, yum yums. That's my last target. It's my target, and then you can drop. And if people, the color is gonna change it real quick. It's easy to cycle. So yeah, obviously every kind of targeting is gonna be different. So yeah. You're gonna want to use the different types of targeting depending on the situation, but it's good to know and practice all of them. The way you do this is, I've personally played a lot of town struggles, a lot of dungeon flashpoints and CCC back when the guild wasn't really doing them, so I just go by myself, and oftentimes you can, after doing this for a while, you can find other people that are alone and tag with them, or, you know, party with, yeah, with random people. But anyway, it's good practice, because if you only wait to practice with guild, especially in CCC, which is these days you have a lot more people, and it's mainly apparently dropping meteors and chain lightning. You don't really need to have a target for this. You can just run and just click on the blob and that's it, you know. So it's a good practice is to play the town struggle. Town struggle is good. Allows you to get a feel of the tile range, the 12 tile range you can have for spells, of healing your friends, damaging people, following the color, a lot of things. And you can also have it mounted and unmounted, which is gonna teach you how to play in dungeons and also overworld, kind of. So yeah, I think that's it. At least the ways I know. If you have any other question, let me know, and